Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Richie Scott, and we are back with another video. Thank you guys for tuning in yet again. We got a lot of Real Housewives of Atlanta news going down today. We're talking a lot of casting rumors. Some interesting new details have just popped up. We got some Real Housewives of Beverly Hills news and a little bit of Real Housewives of New Jersey news. So just stick around for it all. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so by hitting the subscribe button down below. Also hit the notification button because you don't want to miss not a single drop of any of this news. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you choose to. And when you see my, if you guys want to see my day-to-day life, you guys can do that too at DJ Richie Scott. But let's get into the news, shall we? So first off, major news, and I don't know if you guys know or knew this, but Real Housewives of Atlanta is always looking to cast new and interesting and exciting women. Actually, that goes across the franchise. But interestingly enough, we got some interesting news coming out about TBoz and Chilli being asked to be a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not just once, but multiple times. Take a listen and then we're going to chat about it.
Have you ever gotten a call to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I have.
You have?
I had to 4 times.
And you guys said no?
Heck no. No way.
What?
Well, just even like a cameo? Like you're going to come
I did one for Kandi one time, a cameo. But this is the thing. I don't play like that. Like, I'm not arguing. I'm too old to be arguing. And first of all, I don't argue with nobody I don't care about. If I care about y'all, take the time to do this. I'm not arguing with no grown women and I'll end up going to jail for real. Like, I don't know how to do that.
Okay. So you got.
And I couldn't bail her out because if she goes I'll be right there with her. You know,
like I honestly, like my mom even was like, she knows because I do really have a temper in that area, and it's not the fact. The part that bothers me is when grown women. Kandi is pretty cool on there, but some of them, it's not the fact that you're throwing digs to try to hurt somebody. It's the fact that you're just being disrespectful just because. And bullhorns in people's faces, then you want to call, lawyers when, like, you can't do disrespectful things and think you're not going to get hit or something. Like, that's not realistic. And I'm not, like, promoting violence or anything.
Well, it's gotten close to that on that show.
But it's realistic.
Yeah. But a lot of all those shows like that, all the housewives, no matter New York, it doesn't matter where they are. They're all acting the same way, and we have a brand to protect, and there's just no way.
So you guys got the offers. Please be a cast member on Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but my publicist, every time she says, "I'm just calling to let you know," that they already said no. I was like, okay.
So they've asked year after year. They give you an annual call.
It's just been twice for me, but I said you need to say no in a way that lets them know that I would never go on a show like that.
I mean, that's cool for some people.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just saying me.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. I wouldn't
like you
do that.
Said, your brand. It's not your vibe. It's not.
No, it's just.
So who
wants
to argue with older women all day? Like that's.
I don't want to argue.
I don't want to argue. Period.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to get past that. That part of my life is gone.
And again, this is why 25
Peaceful,
years.
happy days. I want peace in my life and good things, good vibes.
Okay, let's break this on down, shall we? Now, I would prefer to see TBoz on the show because honestly, I feel like she kind of about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always here for a person that's just like, listen, you don't want to do this with me. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody, particularly on Real Housewives of Atlanta, that has a backbone. And I feel like TBoz has plenty of that. You know what I'm saying? And she has an interesting story because she has been through so much. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, Chilli on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know. But then I thought about it further. She got an interesting backstory as well. Y'all know what I'm saying? And I feel like is one of those types of people where you don't know that she might pop off. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she comes across real calm and collected and stuff like that. But I feel like she might be one of those tick, tick, boom type people. You know what I'm saying? kind of like a Kandi, you know what I mean? Kandi, I feel like is a don't start number, won't be nothing unless she's starting some, you know, kind of putting some rumors out there. But now listen, now that we know that she was on the right path, possibly with some of these statements that she had been making about Dennis, but I don't know. Speaking of which, listen, here's the thing. I want to just make this real quick announcement. Y'all, I do not make up these stories. I will either pull it from a source, and I will put the link down below in the description. So please look at those and don't assume that I'm making stuff up. That's not why I do this. I would never make up some stories. I'm giving y'all the details as I get them. When the Bureau passes the information along, that's when I give it to y'all. So let's get back into it. Now, according to TBoz and Chilli, they both have been asked more than once. Now, the first time they turned it down, I don't know why Bravo executives keep coming back, but apparently, you know, sometimes they do that. They actually struck gold with Lisa Rinna, although she was supposed to be on the first season, but she didn't make the cut. So, I don't know. You never know what's going on with these Bravo executives and what exactly they are looking for. So, who knows, okay? So, let's get into some more news, shall we? All right, so interestingly enough, on yesterday's video, we did a blind item where we talked about a current cast member wanting an OG cast member back. Now, y'all lit up the comment section of that video with who y'all thought it could be, and y'all made some predictions, and actually, it looks like some of y'all might have been right. So what we have here is an article that is claiming that Kim Zolciak is making her return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta in season 12. Let's get into it right now. Okay, it says Kim Zolciak rejoins cast of Atlanta Housewives as NeNe's friend. Kim Zolciak has signed on to rejoin the cast of the Housewives. Media Takeout News has confirmed she will be a friend of the show and is scheduled to appear on a majority of the episodes of Bravo's top-rated show. And it was her friend/enemy NeNe that pushed hard to bring Kim back on the show. Our production insider explained NeNe asked to bring Kim back. She's trying to build a coalition against Porsha, Cynthia, and Kandi, whom she regards as her enemies. He continued, NeNe considers Kim a loyal friend like Marlo and wants to win her coalition. It's a surprising turn in the relationship of Kim and NeNe. The two ladies' friendship seemed officially over after the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 10 reunion, where NeNe suggested that Kim was a racist. But Kim reportedly reached out to NeNe after learning that NeNe's husband Greg Leakes had been diagnosed with cancer. NeNe explained how it happened on Andy's Watch What Happens Live last year. When my husband and I announced that he had cancer, Kim reached out, we had a conversation, and she sent over some gifts for Greg. Very nice, and she kept following up too. She kept texting me. On the same show, NeNe explained how she expected that she and Kim could be friends again, saying, I'm just not a hateful person and I know how to forgive. I want to move on. So I feel like the ball is in her court because I'm very open with being cool and going out for a drink. Girl, call me. Okay. Okay. Can I just say something? Casting rumors are all over the place. Y'all know filming is set to begin this weekend with Porsha Sip and See, so we'll see what's about to happen. Do I believe that Kim Zolciak is coming back as a friend of the show? Now, I don't know about that. I don't know that she would actually walk back into the lion's den like that. Maybe if she was just going to be filming scenes with NeNe, then that would help. It would be interesting to see them repair their relationship on camera. I think that would be something that would be dope and exciting to see. However, I'm not necessarily sure how that would work, but I will say this. Kim did shade Cynthia a couple of weeks ago when Cynthia talked about releasing her skincare and her wig line. We reported on that here as well. And also, a fan tweeted about their reunion, and then Kim Zolciak, posted this. Thanks to our friends at the Real Housewives of Atlanta on Instagram. We caught this info. So shout out to them as well, because we always cite our sources here. Anyway, this looks promising. It looks very, very promising. Now, we just got to see if Phaedra is going to be making her return too. But speaking of returning cast members, Kenya Moore, I don't know what she's promoting right now, to be very honest with you. Is she promoting the baby? Normally when you hit the promotional trail, you got a show to promote or something like that. But I just feel like she's been everywhere and she just been talking about this baby. And maybe it's the Miss America USA's and all of that stuff that's going on right now. But I don't know. But she out there promoting something. Anyway, every time they ask her about Real Housewives of Atlanta, she plays real coy because she can't mention what's going on. Now, either that's a tactic to get back on the show, or she just is, trying to drum up some hype for her unexpected yet expected, because we believe she's going to be back on the show return. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, we got to talk about Porsha and NeNe. Let's get on into it. According to sources, friends of Porsha's are begging her to let bygones be bygones with NeNe, and begging her to be friends with NeNe once again. Let's get into that as well. All right, so this says that Porsha Williams and NeNe Leakes haven't been getting along since NeNe didn't show up to Porsha's baby shower when she was pregnant in March, but the new mom's friends are encouraging her to forgive NeNe. It says, will Porsha Williams, 37, and NeNe Leakes ever reconcile? If it's up to Porsha's friends, the two will be making up in no time. The Real Housewives of Atlanta stars stopped getting along after NeNe decided not to show up to Porsha's baby shower in early March, and things escalated from there. And although it looks like there's no hope for a reconciliation between the two ladies anytime soon, Porsha's friends think that she should forgive NeNe and be more understanding, since she was dealing with the stress of her husband Greg Leakes' cancer diagnosis and treatment. Friends are trying hard to convince Porsha that NeNe was simply going through a hard time because of Greg, and she should think about that and go a little easy on her given the situation. A source close to production of The Real Housewives of Atlanta exclusively told Hollywood Life. On the April 28th episode of Watch What Happens Live, Porsha made it sound like there was absolutely no way she would be friends with NeNe again, but her friends say there is one way NeNe could find herself back in the new mom's life, and that's if she gives her an apology. Even though Porsha has said that the door is totally closed on her friendship with NeNe, friends are saying that it's not totally the case. However, there's a condition, and that's a proper apology from NeNe, the source explained. Porsha seems open to seeing this as filming gets closer and closer to beginning. However, she really feels in her heart that NeNe owes her an apology, and with one, she would be open to, at the very least, a conversation with NeNe. So we have that going on there. Now, the same publication, Hollywood Life, is also reporting that NeNe Leakes and Porsha Williams are unafraid to film with each other in the midst of their cease and desist and all of the drama that they have going on. Because guess what? At the end of the day, they're going to want those checks. Here's the thing. Here's my take on this situation, and I want to know yours. I feel like NeNe does owe Porsha a plethora of apologies at this point. I really do. From the fat shaming to just overall being in a bad mood that day when Porsha did pour her heart out to her at the reunion. Now, I feel like they both have to come to the table and apologize too. You know what I'm saying? Because apologies work both ways, particularly if both parties do something wrong. And just like NeNe was wrong for sending those messages, fat shaming Porsha, Porsha was also wrong for leaking those messages to the press. That's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? Two wrongs do not make a right. So let's just apologize to each other and move on. But I do think that NeNe needs to humbly come to the table first. Speaking of NeNe, make sure y'all are in, those in the DC area, make sure y'all go to the opening of Swag Boutique at the MGM Grand this weekend on Saturday. Support your girl, support our store, because we like to support all the ladies here on this channel. All right, so now we got a little bit of Real Housewives of New Jersey news. For those of you who do not watch Real Housewives of New Jersey, let me put it to y'all like this. You are missing the F out, okay? Y'all are missing out, because Real Housewives of New Jersey is legit the shit. I'm gonna tell y'all that. It is bomb AF. Listen, those girls, they go in throwing drinks, wine glasses, and apparently two of their stars got into it this past week while on vacation filming in the Hamptons. Melissa Gorga and Jennifer Aiden, who was a new cast member, they both went at it majorly. And apparently Jennifer Aiden went a little crazier on her than she did when they were in Cabo, when she broke the glass and wanted to get at her with a shank. I'm telling y'all, stay clued in for Real Housewives of New Jersey. The new season is going to be airing likely in October. And now we have a little bit of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills news. Brandi Glanville, I'm telling y'all, they are prepping Brandi for a return on the next season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because she is tweeting about LVP, wishing that she had taken a lie detector test when they were going through their lawsuit. So I noticed though that Brandi didn't at her. See, to me, you can say something on Twitter, but when you at the person, that's when you a real G. And if you ain't atting her, girl, it's like you didn't even say it. You just kind of putting it out there in the universe, but y'all know we gonna pick it up. Y'all know other people gonna pick it up too. So it doesn't really matter if she adds her or not, because the moment she even whispered the name came out of her mouth into a text message, and then she was typing it in those 140 characters on the screen. Y'all know we was gonna pick it up, and other outlets was gonna pick it up too. So thanks to our friends online at on Instagram for picking this up. And I just feel like Brandy is basically trying to keep her name in the spotlight at this point and trying to keep the eyes on her. And she's doing a good job, and I hope she really brings it this season, and I hope she brings it back next season. All right, so listen, that's all we got for y'all today. Make sure y'all comment on the stories that we have given y'all in this video. Let me know what y'all think about these topics as well, because I work hard to put all this stuff together for y'all with this Real Housewives News Daily. And I should rename this channel to that. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all for right now. Listen, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Sky. Subscribe to the channel, because we doing this day in and day out, okay? And also hit the notification button so you don't miss a drip drop of this, all right? This is your boy Richie Scott, and I will see you guys in the next video.